Hey, so for my pod, family community engagement project. Um, so for my project, I decided to make welcome kits. I made these kits and made these welcome kits and donated them to elementary schools. The welcome kits are for students who move to those elementary schools in the middle of the school year. Um, so here is what made up the welcome kits. So every single kit is just like a pencil box, and with a bunch of school supplies in it. So each kit came with a tag that says, "Welcome, we are so excited you are in our class." So these are just one of the tags that I made. And then the tags were attached with ribbon. But then the box came like this with ribbon and the tag. So on top, they'd open it, and the first thing that they got was a ruler. And there's a bunch of things inside, so when you open up the box, they also received scissors. This is in every single welcome kit. We had crayons. All the welcome kits had a 24 pack of crayons. This was just an extra pack. So that was 16. But the students got a 24 pack. Each student got pencils, brand new. They were sharpened, got good erasers on them, and they each got dry erase markers, glue sticks. They got big fat erasers to go with it, and then each box got pencil toppers to go on top of each of the pencils that were in the boxes. And then each box just got some fun little stickers. This box, some extras with dinosaurs, smiley faces, crayons, and cool. So those are just some of the things. So those are the things that were in the pencil boxes in each welcome kit. Um, so yeah, so each welcome kit had that, and so those are the things that the students received when they got the boxes. So I'm gonna go back to this. So yeah, that was the gist of my project, the idea of the project. So the relevance, this is actually kind of an important project for me. And I do feel that this project is very relevant, um, especially to this class, because throughout this class, we have learned multiple times about the effects that moving can have on a student. Then on top of the effects that the move has on the student, like the move of schools has on a student, there's also the reasons of the reason that the student has to move that also affects the student. Um, And when I was in elementary school, I went to whatever school my mom was teaching at, since she was since she was an educator. My mom taught in an elementary school called Foothill from the time that my oldest sister started kindergarten to the time that I was in fourth grade. But at the end of my fourth grade year, my mom decided to transfer schools so that she could have work hours that worked better for my older sister's busy schedule. And with my mom deciding to move schools, I made the move as well, since it's just easier for her to take me to work with her instead of having to find rides for me to go to school. Um, this move for me happened over a summer break. I didn't change schools in the middle of the school year, and I also didn't move houses. I just moved schools from then. After fourth grade ended, I started fifth grade in a new school. And that was very hard for me. I went to a place where I had no friends. I didn't know anybody. I was a new student and everybody at that time was a veteran of the school since we were in fifth grade and the elementary school went up to fifth grade. Um, so I was fresh meat to a class of students that had been there since kindergarten. Most students had been there since kindergarten or first grade. Um, And that was so hard for me. And so for my project, I wanted to make these kits to help the new students since I know that changing schools is hard at the beginning of the year, and I can't even imagine how hard it can be for those that move in the middle of the year. Um, so I wanted this project to be something to help the students feel more welcome when they make the move. Um, and another reason I wanted to make these kits, um, is for the teachers. Um, Teachers work so hard, normally without a new student, and then when a new student arrives, they have to get the testing scores ready, and the desk, and the name tags, and the birthday stuff, and the student information, and the parent information, so much more, already, and they need to, like, learn about it um, all the while teaching their current students and working with their current students on their testing scores and their, um, just them in their class as well. And they're grading those students' papers and making lesson plans. And just teachers just don't have enough time in the day to work on all of that stuff, um, or even in the week. So, I wanted to make these two just to help make the transition easier for the teachers as well. They already had something made, and they didn't have to add an extra stress on them of getting the student a little something to help them feel welcome. So that's just something that's already there. Um, for the teacher to use. And so those are kind of like the reasons I wanted to do this project. And both being important for me since I moved when I was a little kid and I am going to be a teacher. And so I I think I would really appreciate the extra help. So yeah, those are some of the reasons it's an important thing. It was an important project. So for my timeline, I was actually able to complete my project in 4 weeks, which is very nice for me. So for the first week, it was all about emailing principals and knowing what each kit would look like and knowing what would be in each box, and communicating to the principals what the kits were for and why I was doing them and what they would be like. And then the second week was all about asking those around me for donations, and then when I received the donations, creating a budget with those donations received, and figuring out how many kits I could make, and knowing where to. And this kind of goes into week 3, knowing where to get the supplies, where the cheapest places were, um, and then week 3 was going out and buying the supplies needed. Um, And then once everything happened, that was all done by, like, the middle of the 3rd week, and so then I was able to start putting the kits together at the end of the 3rd week and the beginning of the 4th week. I was actually able to make a total of 30 kits, which is super awesome. Um, and then the end of the 4th week, I delivered the kits to the schools. So I went to 2 schools, I did 15 for each school. Um, and one of the schools that I went to, they actually had 3 new students on the day that I delivered the kits. And I was able to deliver them in the morning, so it was super awesome. Some of the students on, like, the student council there, they got to go deliver the kits to the new students, at the school. So that was a super awesome opportunity to, like, kind of be a part of and be able to see the first kits, getting used, and, the admin was super excited about it, and the new student was super excited to receive the new kit. So, it was awesome timing that way. Okay. So then my next thing is who I worked with. Um, I didn't work with a group, for this project. I worked by myself, but even though I worked by myself, according to class, I definitely did not do this all alone. Um, I obviously worked with the 2 elementary schools, so Garland Elementary and Lakeview Elementary. They were both from my hometown, my home district. I Lakeview Elementary is actually the school that I moved to when I was, in 5th grade. Um, and in Garland and Elementary, the principal there is one of my very was a teacher I had in middle school. So it was super awesome to go see her again. Um, and it was just super awesome to kind of go back and visit them and not only just be able to visit them, but also be able to give them something that would hopefully elevate and help them. Um, and then I was also super lucky. I have lots of family and friends that helped out. They helped donate by donating, through Venmo or my Amazon registry, or some just donated their time and helped me put together some of the kits, and, some my roommates helped me. They donated some space while I was putting them together. I was spread all over our kitchen and dining room, and they were super nice and didn't get mad while I was putting everything together. Okay, so donations is kind of the next big thing I had to work with. So I accepted donations through both Venmo and Amazon. Um, and I asked for those donations through my social media. So this is what I wanted to show what I posted on my social media um for to asking to receive donations. So here are those videos. We'll listen to them super quick. Sorry, start over. Okay, and then the this way, next video was this one. Okay, so those were the videos. And then as mentioned in the videos, I just posted supply list. So this was also posted to my social media. Let me get it bigger. Um, so I just posted a short, this flyer, which is kind of like a short version of what I talked about in the videos. And then this was the supply list that I posted, and I posted my Venmo, and then this was a link to the Amazon registry. And then this is the last slide that I posted that day, with just a picture of the kits. And then also for when they clicked onto the Amazon registry, I wanted to show that super quick. Um, so this was this is what I posted on the Amazon registry. Options for pencils, stickers, erasers, scissors, more pencils, markers, rulers, scissors, erasers, crayons, more scissors, glue, pencils, markers, just lots of different options with lots of different amounts and lots of different prices so that if they didn't want to send in cash, they had lots of different options of how much they wanted to spend on supplies if they wanted to buy off the Amazon registry. Um, so yeah, that was my donations. Um, and that's kind of how I worked those. And then the cash donations, obviously they just Venmoed me however much they wanted to Venmo me. And I was super, super blessed. I have such an awesome support. I got $185 just in cash donations through Venmo, and then I had about 45-ish dollars um worth of supplies donated through the Amazon registry. And then here are just some pictures. There's the flyer again, and then the supply list, and then this is a picture of all the kits in the back of my car, which was so fun to just have and just to see all that work there. Okay, and then the next part is how it helps people feel seen. So, I have found I think it helps three people feel seen: the student, the teacher, and then the admin. So I kind of already mentioned this earlier, but it helps the student feel more welcome and more seen. Well, it helps the student feel seen because they feel more welcome and they are more excited. They can be more excited at for the to be at the new school because time has been taken to have something made for them and delivered to them. The teachers can feel more seen since the teachers have something pre-made for them again, and they don't have to worry about making something every time a new student comes, on top of everything else they are having to work and juggle and do. And then for administration, it seems a little bit more personal, but the admin are all previous teachers of mine, and so they felt more seen. They felt seen, since I thought of their schools and decided to donate to their schools and visit them as well. Okay, so what worked and what didn't work? So what worked was I didn't think this was gonna work as well as it did, but asking for donations through social media. I thought I was gonna have to go around and like ask for like donations from local businesses or something because I didn't think anybody would donate. But I was super blessed and I have such awesome family and friends surrounding me and lots of donations I've seen and I was able to make 30 kits. And obviously something that worked was comparing prices from different stores. I was able to make more kits since I compared prices and didn't just go with the easy option of ordering off of Amazon, but I was able to compare. And I went to like Walmart and Target and found out that Walmart actually has a lot of the items that I was looking for a lot cheaper than Amazon. Um, and like Target and stores like that. And then what didn't work was the Amazon registry worked. It just didn't work as well as I hoped. But that's just since it would have been more cost effective for me to just go off of it, just to go to Walmart than get things off of Amazon. And so it's kind of like it worked, but it didn't work at the same time because I did get more donations because of the Amazon registry. Because I had some friends that didn't have Venmo, but they wanted to help donate, so they bought off of Amazon. But then it also didn't work because would have been more cost effective to um go to Walmart and buy all the supplies from Walmart. And yeah, that is my presentation. Thank you so much for watching.